Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And if you're installing a subwoofer on your car, you should know the importance of a good ground going into your amplifier. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can check whether your ground is good or not. So all you need is a digital multimeter. And for this one, you also need a big lead. Now in case you're wondering, how did I make this pretty long 7, 8, 10 feet test lead for the digital multimeter? You only need one end, right? So I had this extra pair of test leads. I chopped off one side, the one which has the pointy part. I chopped off that side. This is the side which goes into the digital multimeter. And once I had done that, I had this extra wire lying around. I tested the continuity on this one, put one end over here, taped it up, and the other end is right here. This is the other end which we are putting into the battery terminal. Now this, of course, you have two sides to this wire, so the one which I'm not using is actually taped off, but again, whatever floats your boat, which is why I'm calling this a jerry-rigged test lead wire. Feel free to purchase, a 8 feet 10 feet pair of multimeter test leads if you want to, but this is what is working best for me right now. On your multimeter, what you're going to do is you're going to move this guy onto the ohms side. So here it is, this is ohms, and then we're going to put it in continuity first to check for continuity. So now if I take the black lead and I take my jerry-rigged wire, the other end, and I touch these together, there it is, you can hear the beep, which means this is a complete circuit right now. And then you can switch it over to the minimum ohms value. In my case, it is 200. And now if I touch these two wires again, I'm going to get a reading on my digital multimeter. There it is, you can see it will eventually settle down to 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. So these two wires, I'm just holding them together, one terminal, other the wire which I have jerry-rigged because I want it to be long enough to go from the battery in the front of my car to the trunk where I'm going to install the amplifier. So you need to note down this reading. In my case, it is 0.9. That is what we have settled down to. 0.8. In fact, we're down to 0.7 as well. So let us assume it is between 0.7 to 0.9. Now you can let go and leave the multimeter in ohms mode. And next thing, you need to go to the battery on your car. So here it is, we are on the battery of the car and we have disconnected the black or the negative terminal from the battery. And now we're going to take this wire, which is one end of the multimeter lead, and we're going to wrap it around this terminal over here, not on the battery, but here, the terminal which you have removed, and make sure it is a solid, secure connection. So here it is, we have connected the wire to the negative battery hook, not the battery itself, but the battery hook which has been removed from the battery. And now here it is, we are in the trunk of my car, and you can see the digital multimeter is set to ohms and the lowest reading which is available. I'm going to take my other probe of the digital multimeter, and it doesn't matter which one you connect. If you want, you can connect the red one to the battery. I just kept it simple, connected the red one, and the black one is what I'm using over here. And then this is the point which we are going to test. In my case, I'm lucky I do have a factory ground. So if I touch this terminal over here, the probe on the screw, and now let's check what is the reading we're getting on the multimeter. You can see we're getting 0.7, and when we had touched the terminals together, that was also 0.7, which means this is a good ground. Now if you touch somewhere else and you get say 1.7, that means the resistance there is 1 ohms, which is not a good ground. So the basic logic which you need to follow is that whatever ground you want to use for your amplifier when you are installing your subwoofer, the resistance should be very close to what you had when you touched those digital multimeter leads together. Again, we can test it over here one more time. Here it is. I'm going to take the terminal, touch this screw on the top, and then go to my digital multimeter while I'm still touching this terminal on the screw. There it is, 0.7. Same, good, very good ground. And here is an example of a spot which I would not use. So here it is, I'm taking this test lead and I put it in here. And then if I go to the multimeter, you can see it is jumping all over and it is at 0.9 or 0.8 ohms. So I would not use this because there's a difference of 0.2 ohms. It's like 0.2, 0.3. So this spot over here is not stable. But this spot over here, if I touch it, and then go back to the multimeter, there it is, you can see it is steady at 0.7. So this is going to be a good grounding spot for my amplifier. And if you do not have a spot like this, all you need to do is just make sure you scrape off some paint, because if you put the terminal lead on the paint, we are not getting any reading. This does not mean that there is no resistance. This means that the circuit is not complete. However, if I put the terminal lead on one of these spots where the paint is chipping away a little, I should be able to get a reading. So here it is, this is over here, and on the multimeter I'm getting 0.8. And again, it is jumping all over the place because you do need to scrape off the paint over here and drill a hole if you have to make your own ground. But again, luckily for me, I have this factory spot over here which is stable at 0.7. So this is what I'm going to use as the ground for my amplifier.